Call the meeting. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Tony Viacardi,
Here.
Jim Constantine is absent. Larry Fabina,
Here.
Wilbur Ottoman,
Here.
Dan Marsh.
Here.
All right, Michelle, thanks for filling in tonight. I didn't say that last meeting, but I appreciate you doing that for Corinne.
You're welcome.
We have the approval of our minutes from May 18, 2022.
Make a motion to approve. Second.
We got a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Under correspondence, we have Wilbur's official resignation letter. Next month will be his last meeting. So we'll celebrate that.
Don't forget to bring the cake.
All right. We're gonna smash it in his face. Yeah, so, all right, and then I mentioned last meeting, I think the council discussed that last meeting. If not, we'll definitely be on the agenda to fill that seat. Sanitary reports. Bill, do you have anything that you want to comment on?
Let's talk about call afterwards.
Okay, any questions for Bill about his report? Alright, and then we've got, Larry, do you have anything for us? on
Yeah,
that?
just an incident report we had to report to the state. Happened here on June 7th, where we had a treatment bypass. So what they were doing is anticipating some preventive maintenance. So the UQ basin at the sanitary plant was being isolated. The effluent chamber in the aeration basins was restricted and backed into the effluent chamber, causing a short bypass of the aeration basins and the primary clarified. Material was treated with chlorine and whatever other chemical they do there. At the secondary clarifier in the chlorine contact chamber before discharge. Took tests and everything was okay, but we had reported about 150 gallons of material. So other than that, everything else was okay. And then we still want to do a tour. We can do that.
Yeah, it's on the agenda, so yeah.
And the best days are because I'm going to take you beyond the sewage plant. I'm going to take you to some of the operations. So Mondays and Fridays were probably the best. In the morning, because it's winter, it's summertime, it gets pretty hot in the afternoon, like real hot.
Okay, cool. We will look at that. Get to new business. All right, thank you. Jenna, anything? No report. All right, awesome. Old business, future infrastructure. Again, this is always on there just to help us stay ahead of anything that's coming up. Bill, is there anything that you?
No, we did have a inquiry that came in, nothing hard right now, about any infrastructure that goes down Route 12. If they want to build on the other side of the Legis, do they have services there, which we don't. So that was a new one that came in, just inquiry, but I gave them the information they wanted. And told them that we don't have service that goes down that far, so,
Like the vacant land?
yeah.
Okay.
So,
Does somebody own that wants to develop on it?
I know it was out for sale,
Okay.
so I don't know if that's why they were looking. So as far as I know, it's still for sale.
East of Allegiance.
Yeah,
Is that still in town limits?
yeah.
Yeah. Does it, but we service Allegis, correct?
So we do not have any infrastructure that goes up that far.
Oh, so the home next to Brown Bag isn't connected.
Septic, yeah. Yeah, we stop at 149.
So the train, Norfolk is connected directly to the plant then?
Yes,
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay,
so we literally stop and cross over 149. We don't go anywhere east on 12. So that may be something in the future that we might have to look at and how we would address that. So.
right, because otherwise their lots would have, would the county even let them put septic in?
Right now.
Because lot sizes have to be larger.
Yeah, and they fall so far away from more than 500 feet away
Right.
from our.
So they wouldn't have to connect. because they don't-
So, but it was somebody that was interested in that, and we also had another request for where the main comes in at for a possible future development next to Campland. They wanted to know where the tap was, and it actually stops at Pilot. So that would have to be extended for a force main to be able to discharge, but that's capable for that business to do that. So it want to be something we would have to refer.
Okay, okay. And then what, trailer, what's up with?
So the trailer is purchased,
Okay.
it's in, Adam and I started this week getting things, in fact, yesterday we cleaned the floor down because we're putting a rubber membrane, just so it's easier to clean with the sanitary stuff. And then we're going to paint the walls, and then we're gonna start doing the electrical work in it. We're doing it all ourselves. So we bought stuff and we're keeping track of the budget that you guys allotted. So it's here, it's on its way, and hopefully by the next meeting, I'll have it out here to show you guys and have it set up if things work fast enough for us. But we want to do it right. So I purchased a desk with the monitor on it, so we can have everything set up already. So we'll get all that mounted in there, and it should be really nice when we're done. So
Cool.
So do you have one screen or two screens?
it'll just be a single screen that's going to be in front of us. I mean, there's a screen on the camera unit itself that's like this big.
Okay,
So this is going to be a larger one, so we can see it a lot, and I'll have recording devices there. So I'll be able to sit there and monitor it a lot bigger, and if somebody else was there that's needed to see it, you can actually see it now versus doing this. So it's going to make it a lot easier.
yeah, it's kind of interesting, just I was looking at Valpo, and Valpo Sewer Department came and they're actually running their camera right by where I was working, so I went and watched it. And have you ever seen it? Actually in operation, it was kind of cool because it can actually turn into a lateral.
Yeah.
You know, they have the same, or right around the corner, and it goes up and had a light on it.
Yeah, they got a big fancy one. Ours could go in, and we could turn, but we can't shoot the lateral. Theirs has a lateral extension. That's the newest and greatest. Those are really nice, but they're expensive. So, but yeah, ours will turn the head. You can see up there, which is really all we need. Because after the tap, we're not really, it would be nice for inspection, trying to figure out where sand and stuff like that's coming from. But other than that, yeah, ours does the same.
Yeah, they've got a little different infrastructure because this was a brick manhole and a clay tile, so. He said they use it every day.
Oh, yeah. Ours has been getting busier, that's for sure. We had it out twice since our last meeting. So one of them was in the village. We had to find out. And yeah, it
Good,
was buried.
that's good.
So that tap came all the way up there. So we had a tap that we had to locate for a lot of the village, and we don't have any drawings, no infrastructure. We called the engineers, asked them to look. They had the same files we had. It was just one of those transition things that we talked about before. So we were able to go out. Actually, what I ended up doing was one out the probe. Click, found it. So then I put the camera in there and found the lateral. But anyhow, yeah, that camera is definitely earned its money, that's for sure. But this is gonna make it a lot more efficient, a lot more easier. We're gonna set it up, put the lights on and stuff like that. But like I said, we're doing all the work ourselves, so got a generator already.
All right, so plant dates, Monday, Friday mornings. Anybody have an idea what they're,
I prefer Monday.
I'm okay with the Monday. Do you want to do it before you leave?
Sure.
Okay, all right, so let's see. And, okay, so Mondays. Do you have a preference, Larry? Is there a better Monday for you?
Let me take a look.
Okay. Flexible in your schedule?
I'm self-employed, yeah.
I know, I'm just asking.
But probably not July 4th.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess any Monday that you might put out there, we all just, if Mondays are.
Okay. July. Make it before Wilbur leaves.
When you were leaving, over.
August.
Take a look at June 27th. I don't see anything going on. 27th. So I'll let you guys know.
Okay,
Sure.
perfect, yeah, if you want to email,
And, yeah, I'll email you to the need, but, yeah, all I need is a list of people, and then I got some consent stuff, they got some new stuff going on.
sure,
And, then whoever wants to go, you know. Yeah. What else? What time you want to start? 8:30, is that
What?
early?
oh gosh, I'm up at like 5:30, so.
All I'm saying, well, summertime, you know, you better earlier than late. So
Right,
I
right,
would shoot for like an 8:30
okay,
start,
all right,
and I'll arrive over at the administration building. I'll send a little schedule out,
sure,
about maybe 8:15 over our big building is there. Needed in the lobby.
yep, right,
So go for it.
okay, all right, sounds good, yeah, we'll wait for your communication and then we'll get that list.
Okay,
and-
but we'll tentatively plan for the 27th. I'll check into it tomorrow.
Okay, perfect, sounds good,
That'd be good. And then what we'll do is we'll allow maybe 3 hours.
Okay.
And then we'll talk, take a look at the various operations and
Then you're by
make sure you guys see it. Yeah, maybe we'll buy lunch too. So, you know, like now,
Yours on Monday, it sounds good, right?
yeah, somewhere good. Yeah, we'll figure something out.
They used to have a leftover prime rib special for lunch.
On Monday?
Yeah. I don't
Alright.
think
all right,
So we'll
awesome,
plan on it. Yeah, so I'll plan on 3 hours and then maybe lunch.
All right.
Figure it out.
sounds good, all right.
I have to be on this board, right? Get a free lunch.
Right,
All right.
okay, new business, approval of claims with 3 or more signatures.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All right, motion and a second, any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried. Questions or comments about our spending review, delinquencies, or flow report? There are no questions about that. Good, the order of the community and any other business?
I just wanted to bring the board up to date on the incident that we had. We had an incident on the weekend of what's now. So beginning of the week, I think it's 7th, I think it was, 27th. And we got called out for the Polish subdivision backing up. We went out there, investigated, pulled all the lids, the system was completely full. We had a couple issues. One was a communication issue where the lift station did not call us. It was because of the SCADA problems we've been having with communication. They thought they had it fixed, they did not. But the other part was our one of our floats went bad, our manual floats that would call us in the redundant system we have in the event that like our electronic system went out. So we just had the worst of both worlds that decided to meet for the first time ever in over 28 years, or however long we've been operating now. So what we had to do was we had to call out Eagle Services, and also I got Superior Pumping out here with a bypass pump before we overflowed anything, and we started pumping the system down. We had to pump down for 24 hours straight with 3 pumps running, the pumps in the hole plus a bypass pump. Reason for that is it's still forcing through a only a 6-inch force main going down through that line, which is why we had no gravity at all. So the whole system just backed up. Luckily, because we got the jet truck out there, started sucking directly out of the manholes. I was able to drop the level and stop anything else from backing up into people's houses any further. So The only thing we had was a few homes that had sewage in their tubs. Nothing in basements, no overflow as far as that, so as soon as I sucked them, manholes down. 3 loads. Started coming down, so you'll see, once we get those invoices in, that the current cost for those trucks and bypass pump that we had to rent. Originally, I thought that we were gonna be able to kind of go after SCADA for that, but we actually, our equipment played a part in that failure as well, so I don't know how that would roll into that. So if the board has any suggestions or likes, but there's just one of those things where we had a float system that failed. And unfortunately, we didn't get the phone calls until residents called. So just wanted the board to know what was happening there.
All the residents are okay now, other than having to clean up.
Yep, and they were all very, very receptive, and hey, things happened, and there was no damage claims or nothing, so.
Yeah.
Again, luckily, though, actually, they called Councilman Loving first, and then he called me right away. And then I was on my way out of town, me and the wife were going out of town to Bailey's. So they had a quick turnaround and came back, so, but I did call the street department guy, or Rob and Adam come out with me right away so we could start hustling stuff around and pumping, figure out what was wrong. After we got everything pumped down, pulled the floats out, messed with them, and it wasn't alarming either way, and I was like, all right, we got bad flow, so it's mechanical.
Is there, when you do your lift station maintenance, do you check the floats?
Yeah, we check everything, but
Okay.
you know, it's like anything else. Check it today and
Right.
that night it goes back, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, we do a full check. We raise the levels, lower the levels, we do low level, high level. It checked out. Unfortunately, it just got us with when we were sleeping.
So are you able to tell then how long it was inoperable?
So the best guess that I could think of, the readings were taken Friday, and all the levels were low at that point. So sometime between Friday morning and Saturday at 10:30 a.m. is when I got called. So 11 o'clock it
Okay.
was. So that's the window that it took back.
We don't have a big grace period.
No, and again, because I would here in this side of the town, because we have a lot of gravity, so it will actually fill the system up. When I say system, I mean the mains. Where there, that's a force main, so the only thing you're filling up is those subdivisions. So it literally filled Portland's Landing and Trail Creek up, and then McDonald's and Lakeshore Ford area. It filled all those pipes to the top, so, and truthfully, a lot of that hard inflow probably came through the daytime from like the truck stops and the car washes, not the car washes, the car dealerships and things like that, just because of the commercial use. And people use a washing machine, shower in the morning, so it doesn't take long to fill up, you know, those 10-inch or 8-inch pipes. So, but it backed all the way up to both subdivisions, so it wasn't a manhole empty. So then, just so you know, the following 2 days we spent just to take precautions. We went out. The new truck worked great, by the way. The pressure washer went out and we pressure washed every manhole on every bench, so nothing goes septic. So everything, because it was filled up, so we had a lot of debris and stuff on there. So we pressure washed every manhole in those subdivisions in the affected areas and cleaned everything up. So we were able to do that with the pressure washer that we put on the new truck. So worked out great.
Any other good in the order? All right, next meeting for us will be July 20th.
A motion to adjourn.
Second.
And motion and a second to adjourn. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried.